Hey friends, so there's this tag of sorts, trend, I guess, going around of YouTubers having people make assumptions about them and then reacting to it. And, I thought that might be a fun rabbit hole to go down. She says she regrets it later on. Haha! Because, you know, I've had people make assumptions about me before, and my sister. So I figured, I'm gonna put the control back into my hands. You know what I mean? Do you like the two-toned pastel look I'm going with? I'm trying to pan this particular pastel palette from a certain makeup artist slash tattoo artist slash anti-vaxxer, you know? Trying to pan this thing, and I've been quite enjoying this kind of two-toned look. I've worn it like the last 3 days in a row.
Anyway.
I asked you guys on Instagram and on YouTube to make assumptions about this bitch right here, and I'm going to see if you're right or 100% wrong. Let's go. I'm gonna start with YouTube because that's the easiest one for me to pull up on my phone. Okay, Galaxy commercial. It matches. What? Look at me, pastel princess. This was in the men's sections at TJ Maxx, by the way. What were they thinking? I don't know. My earrings, by the way, are from Nomi Helene on Instagram. They're actually my sister's earrings. I bought them for her for Christmas, but I wore them today because we live together now and we share each other's jewelry. Because that's how it works when you're related to somebody. You just share each other's things. I assume your place is always smelling really, really good. Sometimes. It's a fair assumption with how many Lush products that I have, but I also sometimes don't do dishes as often as I should. My sister and I do burn a lot of candles though. We've been burning a lot of candles. So many candles, so many essential oils. Oh my God. We're turning into those girls. When we do our like home tour, you will see the collection of candles that I have accumulated, as well as our mother has just given us half-used candles. It's like, Mom, we have enough candles. It smells good sometimes. Thank you for that assumption. I assume that you do some kind of art in your spare time aside from makeup. I mean, would photography count? Photography kind of counts as art. I mean, this is kind of an art sometimes. Sometimes. Just sometimes. We're trying to get into more things. She bought a bunch of acrylic paint recently, so, you know. But other than that, I cannot draw. I am not artistically inclined in that aspect. Like, I cannot make something out of nothing. But if there's something pretty, I'll take a picture of it and edit it. I assume you think you're better than a lot of people because of your views and tastes in music. She puts in parentheses, like more minimalist, your music repertoire, living in Seattle, you shop mostly local, etc. Still love you though, LMAO. Thank you, but also like, I like living where I live. I try to shop local. I like a lot of music. I will admit, back when I first started making videos, I was kind of a music snob. I was kind of a little bitch, like, but not as much anymore the older that I've gotten and the more I've realized that like everybody's lives are different. You can't think that you're better than somebody because of the decisions that you make when it's something superficial like that. Like I mentioned in my Amazon video, like I don't shop on Amazon, but for people who live in rural areas, use Amazon. Yes. I am just the product of my circumstances. You know what I mean? But I don't think I'm better than anybody else. Except like the president and like everybody that he's involved with. But, you know, it's not that hard. You are a happy drunk, not a sad drunk. Yes, I am definitely more of a happy drunk because I tend to control myself a bit more than I used to. I used to get a little bit sappier, not necessarily sad, but I would like get really affectionate with people and being like, I was the drunk that would be like, I love you so much. Like I was that person. Now I don't drink nearly as much. I get like really loud, which is hard to believe because I'm a very loud person, just in my resting voice. I'm a loud, happy drunk. You're correct in that. You're correct in that assumption. You prefer whiskey over tequila. 100% yes. I assume you have a lot of dead things in your house. Well, I do have alive plants, but I don't think that's what you're talking about. I think you're talking about my little collection of things. I have a beetle. He's very cute. A skull, a little muskrat skull, who's also very cute. I'm just gonna put it over here. And then my little bat that you can't even see in frame. My little batty guy. Yes, I have a lot of dead things. I have like 2 dead plants. I'm really sad about it actually. So yes, I have dead things in my house. You consider doing roller derby as a hobby. I don't remember if I ever have, seriously, but like, I do remember thinking that looked fun. What do you Google? You are a Hufflepuff, but want to be a Ravenclaw. I have actually taken the quiz and I am half and half. It's not that I want to be a Ravenclaw, I am half Ravenclaw. Your favorite made-for-TV Disney movie is Halloween Town. I mean, I like it. I don't know if I would say it's my favorite. No. Brink. Brink was my favorite. I loved Brink. Anybody remember Brink? Is anybody old enough to remember Brink? I really hope so. Halloween Town was up there though. Halloween Town was the good one. Good guess. You like pineapple on pizza. I had like 3 different people make this assumption. You're way off base. I don't even like pineapple. Like, I don't even like just eating pineapple by itself, let alone on a pizza. I can handle the like left behind flavor of pineapple on a pizza. So like if somebody orders it, it's not like I won't eat it. I'll just pick off all the pineapple and then I'll eat it. But no, I do not prefer pineapple on pizza. It's an abomination. And then the last one was I like American whiskey over Irish whiskey or Scotch. I like them both equally, but for like different things. Like if I'm making a hot toddy, I prefer American whiskey because it has like, it's sweeter. Like if I'm drinking just like straight whiskey, I will do Scotch or Irish whiskey, but American whiskey is what I mix generally. Give me some of that Glenlivet, some of that Scotch, because I'm an old man.
I love Scotch. I love Scotch. Scotchy Scotch Scotch.
Next, Bethany assumes that I delve into the realm of tarot cards, palm reading, and stuff, or at least find it interesting. I definitely find it interesting. I've actually been kind of interested in going with a friend, because I have friends who goes and gets their tarot read, so I'm definitely interested. I have not like fallen into it too much of an extent, but I'm curious about it. I also assume you're always trying to listen to music but never find anything that beats old favorites. Wrong, because I do often find new favorites, but I still go back to old favorites. But you're right in that I'm always trying to find new music. Like I'm not one of those people that just like sticks with the same songs and listens to it over and over again, which is why I don't pay for Spotify. So, you know. I assume that Lance Bass is your favorite member of NSYNC. Wrong, it's Justin Timberlake. I assume that as a child you thought the cover of the Animorph books were cool. I can't say that they made an impression in my brain, but like when I read this, I was like, yeah, I guess they were, but like it wasn't something that I like remembered. It was like a part of my childhood.
Fucking Animorphs.
I never read them, so. You wish you were on the TV show Zoom and that the theme song is your ringtone. Nah, I watch it sometimes, but no. I'm trying to think of the other shows that I watched. Like Zoom was the same time of like Out of the Box and like Bear in the Big Blue House, like all those shows. That was my like young childhood. And like Allegra's Castle. Was it Allegra's Castle? And like Lamb Chops. Lamb Chop, not Lamb Chops. Danielle says, you're a witchy woman. You give me witch vibes. You're into crystals. Well,
Would you look at that?
I was gonna talk about this in another video that I'm going to film tonight, but yes, you're right. I'm getting into them. I stumbled upon a crystal seller at Maker's Market a few weeks ago, and I was like, these are really pretty. I like these. So I now have like a decent collection of things, including a rose quartz crystal ball. Correct on that one. I assume you have a wide collection of shower gels, graphic novels. I love the non sequitur of this entire question. I assume you have a wide collection of shower gels. Yes. Graphic novels. No. And maybe sang or played a musical instrument of some type. I played clarinet in middle school and classical guitar also in middle school. I never pursued it past 9th grade though, so you know. Sabrina assumes that I only drink local craft beers. No, but pretty close. If I'm gonna go to a store and buy beer, I'm gonna buy one that's like cool looking and different, interesting, and it's like, why buy Bud Light? If I'm gonna buy something like that, I might as well just buy Rainier. Like Rainier is my go-to cheap beer. But I don't drink beer that much, to be fair. Mostly hard liquor and wine lately. Anyways, Corellia, you're clearly inside my head. You vocally rehearse hypothetical conversations with other people in the shower, or anytime you're on your own, really. Yeah, mostly in the car for me. I'm a car person. Like when I sit in traffic, I will have hypothetical conversations with other people. Sometimes I'll like cry. Yes, I do that. You are correct. I assume assume your relatability and ease with words and expressions on camera doesn't cross over as easily in real life. Sometimes. It depends on the situation and who I'm with. Come on, babe. I'm filming right now.
What's an assumption that I would make about Abigail when I first met you? That you like Owl City.
Boy here was completely wrong, thankfully.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I fucking hate Owl City. Anyways.
But it probably would have been like,
I don't know.
you listened to My Chemical Romance when you were in high school or college.
Yep.
Good night.
Bye. Anyways, before I was rudely interrupted. Blah, 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 blah. At school, you aced your test, but didn't do your homework unless it was unusually interesting. I was like a good student, but I wasn't somebody that like was known for being a good student. You know what I mean? I did fine. Like I graduated with like a 3.4, so I guess that's good. You didn't vote for Trump. Thank you for assuming that because it's correct. You love the look of skirts, but can't be arsed with the lady etiquette of wearing them. I actually love wearing skirts because I sometimes hate wearing pants, and most of the skirts I wear are like denim or like shorter kind of skirts. I don't like flowy type skirts all the time. No, I like wearing skirts. I'm not against skirts. Miri assumes that I really enjoyed college and had good grades. I had like a 3.1, 3.2 something in college. I think I got like a D in one of my classes that I absolutely hated. I don't remember which class it was. It might have honestly been women's literature. I hated that class so much. I don't know why, but I enjoyed college. Definitely. Like, it wasn't something that I regretted going to. It wasn't something that I didn't look forward to. I mean, like, everybody has classes that they don't like, but I enjoyed my time in college. Erin, what's up, girl, assumes that I was kind of a nerd in high school and that I blossomed in college. Where would you get that idea?
Ha ha!
Right on the nose. Right on the nose. I had no style. You smell like weed mixed with Lush products. Mostly Lush products. I would hope that I smell more like coffee sometimes, but sometimes I smell like weed. I know you weren't saying it is a bad thing, but Lush products are right. You've never been in a fist fight. I haven't. Sometimes I wish that I had though. Like, I kind of wish I have been in a fight before, but nope, never been in one. I assume you're really smart and naturally good and at most things without having to put much effort into them, but then take it really badly when you try something new that you suck at. And I assume that you would agree, but that you don't want to sound like a dick agreeing that you're smart and good at things. I wouldn't put it that way. I don't think I'm like naturally good at stuff. I definitely sometimes don't keep pursuing something if I don't fall into it pretty quickly. Like when I was doing acoustic guitar, like classical acoustic guitar in middle school and early high school, I never really got that good at it and I kind of just like quit it. So it's not that I'm like naturally good at things, it's just that I kind of just quit the things that I'm not naturally good at, you know? But thank you for that very long-winded assumption. I assume you like to debate about politics in real life. It depends on the situation. I assume you would be a great fucking time to party with. Thank you. But I think that's pretty subjective. Some people might think I'm a fun time. Other people might think I'm a pain in the ass. Thank you, though. This one, like 3 different people said, and I don't know where you're getting this from because it's 100% wrong. People assumed that I am much more of a cat person than a dog person. Have you ever seen a cat on my channel? Have you ever seen a cat in any of my Instagram posts or anywhere? That's not just like a meme or just like cute cats on the internet. I've never owned a cat. I've never really wanted to own a cat. It's not that I don't like cats. It's just I'm not a cat person. I'm a dog person. Yes, a dog person, not a cat person. That is wrong. Sorry to burst your bubble. Kaylee also assumed that I'm tall AF. I'm 5'9", so like whatever tall AF means to you, there you go. If you weren't into photography and music, you would be doing something in biology or ecology just because of how informed you are, how informed you stay on like cruelty-free and like vegan products. No, I'd probably be doing journalism. I'd probably be straight up like doing actual journalism, not just photography, because it's something that I really, really am passionate about. I'd either be like doing journalism or teaching journalism to high school students because I love it. I was thinking about it today and I was like, wow, I kind of miss it. Like, I kind of miss it. But then I also like look at the state of the news right now and I'm like, I'm really glad I'm not. Haha. Now to Instagram. You have a weak spot for shitty pop music. Define shitty. On occasion. Weak spot is the right term, because it's not like a permanent spot, but it's like a weak, like,
Ow!
here we go with this music. You haven't left the US very many times. I've been to Canada a handful of times, and I've been to Australia one time. So like, maybe like 4 times in my life, I've been out of the US. You have tattoos. No, but I wish I did. You don't like fast food. I don't like McDonald's, but like, I can fuck with some Jack in the Box sometimes. And like Taco Time. And we have a local burger chain around here called Dick's. I will go get a bag of Dicks on the regular. You prefer salty snacks over sweet ones. Again, this is kind of like more of a subjective thing where it's like sometimes I'm really craving like chocolate and then sometimes I'm really craving like chips. So it's kind of like a hit or miss thing. More lately I've been craving sweet things actually. So you're not right, but you're also not wrong. You would never want to live in Southern California. Yep, I would love to visit there, but never want to live it. Nope. Too hot, too Hollywood. You have a huge book collection. I actually don't. I don't have a lot of books, and the ones that I do have, maybe I've read like half of them. I wish that my book collection was big, but it's not the size. It's how you use it. You don't travel often, but you would like to. Yes, I would. On the nose there. You hate wearing dresses. I like wearing dresses, actually. They're so easy. When they fit correctly, they're wonderful. They make me feel
So free.
You're conflicted about YouTube. You want lots of subscribers, but don't want to sell out. Isn't that like the struggle for every YouTuber? You want people to watch your videos, but you also don't want to like just be making ads all the time. Yeah, I want people to see my videos, but I also want to make the shit that I want to make. So, yep. You smoke a lot of weed. Actually, not a lot. I don't smoke a lot. I smoke regularly, but not a lot at a time. You love sushi. I'm getting into sushi. I'm not as like into it as some other people. I'm weird with textures. Like I'm a weird food texture girl. Like if something's slimy, like I won't eat it. Like I don't like raw tomatoes because the inside is slimy. So like sushi, if it's slimy, I ain't gonna fucking eat it. You're not a huge fan of musicals.
Oh, don't get me started about how much I hate musicals.
My sister and my mother and I went to go see Into the Woods in theaters. And I know, I probably should have known that it was a Sondheim musical, but I don't pay attention to musical theater. I didn't know. And the trailer, by the way, did not give an accurate depiction of the fact that it was a musical when we saw the trailer. We just saw Emily Blunt and James Corden and Meryl Streep. So we went to go see it, and like they started singing, and my mother and my sister and I, we all look at each other like, fuck, this is a musical.
God damn it.
We were right, and we hated every minute of it. I'm surprised that somebody assumed I didn't like musicals, because I actually got into it with somebody on Facebook recently, how they're like, how do you not like musicals? And I'm like, just because I don't. I'm sorry if I offended anybody, because I know like a handful of my good friends here on YouTube are really into it, and I'm just like, I don't get it, I don't do it, I just go see like bands and stuff. So, yep, thank you for being correct. You judge people by their taste in music, not in a mean way. Not consciously sometimes, but yes. Like if somebody listens to country versus listening to rock, I'm going to think differently about them. I'm not going to necessarily change the way I act towards that person until they prove me otherwise. But yes, some people like profile people based on various things, based on like their tattoos or like what kind of car they drive or just other various things that are kind of useless. Yeah, music is kind of my like barometer of like, will I get along with you? I don't know. Who knows? And then sometimes there are people who listen to the exact same music that I do and they're insufferable assholes. So, you know, it's kind of a hit or miss thing where it's like, oh, you also like Death Cab for Cutie, but you suck. Or, oh, you listen to like Florida Georgia Line and you're hilarious?
What?
So I judge people based on their music tastes, but I'm not always right. You listen to Mount Erie. I feel like I've listened to them before, but I can't pinpoint a song by them. So not regularly. You're very nurturing and protective. I would say that I am because of the fact that I'm an older sister and I have a lot of friends who are a little bit younger than me. I would say that I'm a protective beach. If somebody hurts my friends, don't fuck with me, you know. You hate dad jokes. Why would I hate dad jokes? I love dad jokes. Like, sometimes I groan at a dad joke. Everybody groans at dad jokes. I get a kick out of them because they're such, like, cheap shots. Like, they're so funny. They're funny because they're stupid. You never had insecurities about your body. Wow. I don't know where you got that from, but of course I have. I'm only human. Definitely, like right now I have insecurities about my body. I talked about it probably more at length when I talked about when I got sick in high school, but I definitely have had like a up and down kind of fluctuation of just like how I feel about myself and like my weight. And it's just, right now I'm not very happy with my body, which is why my camera angle is like this. Like if I was happy with my body, I would have a different camera angle. Nobody's perfect and I'm definitely not perfect. Just being real with y'all, you know? There you have it. Yeah, this was an interesting video. Today's song of the day is Salt in the Wound by boygenius, and boygenius is a super group of sorts of fantastic songwriters, and I've been listening to that record a lot the last few days. It actually was on KEXP the other day and I Shazammed it and I was like, oh, I know this song. What? So yeah, Salt in the Wound by boygenius is your song of the day, and the irony is that the band has no boys in it. So thanks for watching. Thanks for giving me all of these wonky ass weird assumptions. I kind of skipped over some of them because they were really, really similar to other ones. So like if yours didn't specifically get answered, I'm sorry, but I didn't want to repeat myself so much. So yeah, I'm gonna film another video now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We've hit 28,000 subscribers.
Holy fuck.
How? Yeah. So thanks y'all. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!